So now we're going to do the same thing for y equals cosine of x. So we're going to start with 0 degrees. So remember our 0 degrees is right here. Very hard to draw that triangle, so remember that coordinate is 1, 0. And cosine is the x coordinate. Okay, so that's 0, 1. I'm going to go ahead and graph these as we do them so we can kind of see what's happening. All right, next we have 30 degrees. So we'll draw that 30-degree angle. If this is 30 degrees, the sides are 1, 2, root 3. And this time we're looking for cosine, so that's adjacent over hypotenuse. So this is going to be root 3 over 2, which is 0.9. So 30 degrees, 0.9. All right. Next, we'll look at 45. Draw yourself a 45-degree angle. Sides are 1, 1, root 2. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, 1 over root 2, or root 2 over 2. Which is going to be 0.7, 45.7. All right, next we'll do 60 degrees. So 60 degrees is here. If this is a 60-degree angle, that makes this 1, 2, and root 3. And the cosine is 1/2. So we have 60 degrees and 1/2. And then we have 90 degrees. So 90 degrees is straight up here. Very hard to draw a triangle with that. So instead of drawing a triangle, we'll think about the coordinates, 0, 1. And cosine is the x coordinate. So 90 degrees, 0. All right, I'm not going to do all of these through since we did this process already, but I will do one more. All right, so if we want to find 120 then, 120 is over here. We're going to drop this down, find the reference angle. So the reference angle for 120 is 60 degrees. We'll fill in our sides, 1, 2, and root 3. And remember, we're in the second quadrant, so this is left 1 and up root 3. So the cosine is going to be negative 1/2. And you can also do these in your calculator to see that. So negative 1/2. Okay. If we keep going here, this one's going to be negative root 2 over 2. And this one's going to be negative root 3 over 2. And then 180. If we think about 180 over here, we can't draw a triangle there, so we have to think about the coordinates, negative 1, 0, and cosine's the x coordinate. All right, so I didn't finish graphing these. So we get, here's negative 1. So it looks like this. And then you can use your calculator to kind of finish this out. But you can already see what's happening here is this is also a curve. And what's going to happen is it's going to come back up and be back where it started. Sorry about my shaky curves. Okay, but if you fill in the rest of that, and this is called a cosine curve, and it should look really, really similar to your sine one. There's some differences. And remember with cosine, again, if you start launching yourself around the unit circle again and again, if you keep this going, this pattern is just going to continue. So this, we call this a sine or a cosine wave, just like we had the sine one. And the next video, we'll kind of put all of these ideas together and I'll give you what you should remember about sine and cosine. These two videos were really just to show you how they were developed. And the next video will show you kind of the key features you need to know.